Even if I have 1,000 tongues, it will still not be enough to say thank you to Abba Father. As I'm saying thank you to God, I am saying thank you to you. You all have been amazing for the love, for the support, for standing by Talk to Be. There is absolutely no Talk to Be without God and you people. We love you, we celebrate you, we appreciate you. I am Dr. Abiola Adebayo, and today's episode of Talk to Be, I promise you, you'll be shocked, you'll be surprised. Of course, there is nothing new under the sun. It has happened before, it's still happening, and it will still happen. Yes. Before I bring in my guest, if you are yet to subscribe to this channel, please do. I am begging you. Okay, you can also follow me on Facebook as Abiola Ayomide Adebayo. Please note that all views and opinions expressed on this show are solely that of my guest. They are not of me, neither is it of Talk to Be. Before I introduce my guest, I'll go for a short break. When I'm back, you'll meet us, so don't go away.
Talk to Be, share your experience.
Let me invite you specially to Emerge Conference. If you're a business mogul, you are a career person, you're trying to build a better life for you, please make sure that you attend this conference. It will be happening on the 19th of July at the Providence Hotel, GRA Ikeja. This is their 6th edition. You don't want to miss this. If you wish, if you're willing, you want to know better, you want to prosper in that career, you want to do well, you want to do way better than you're doing now, please make sure that you attend this conference. And I promise you, after attending, your life will never remain the same again. Make it a date.
Please, Nigel, I'm begging you, like, I'm really devastated. I can't even sleep. Everybody, please, help me beg, Lalani. Help me to beg him, or help me beg them to please return my children. They should please. I cannot sleep, I cannot eat, I can't do anything. It's so painful every time. I'm always trying to eat. I won't be able to do anything. I can't even progress because the thought of my children being away from me, not even knowing what they are doing, how they are living, who they are with, even if they are being molested. Because it's not only girls that are being molested, even boys get molested. I'm always trying to protect my children in every way I can. Please, everybody, the world, help me. Oh, please, enjoy your Biamo. Enjoy it. Every day I dream about them that they are not in a good state. Even if they are trying to portray like they are good. Another mother can never take care of your children like you. It's not possible. There is difference of when these children were with me and when he took them away. I saw my kids for a while. His eyes was bulging out. My child has never looked like that. He was looking so pale. That boy was not okay. My first son. And the second one, please, you people should help me, Ejo. Ẹjọ́ ẹ bá mi bá ọmọ mi wá, ẹ bá mi fà wọ́n wá ẹ̀yìn abiyamọ ayé ẹjọ́. Nigerians, please, all the international bodies, American embassy, please. Rwandan embassy, please. My children are in Rwanda. They don't let them run away. Airport authorities, please. Nigerian immigration, please. I'm begging you. All the necessary people that can handle this case, please don't let this guy keep transporting my kids here and there. He's not even letting them settle. He's just transferring them from one school to another. He's not letting these children settle. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging you, please help me. I'm begging you. It's really painful to see my children suffering like this. They think money is everything. It's not about money. It's not about buying them chips and chicken. That's not what I want. I want to care for them. I want to love my children. They need love. They are very small. They are still very young. They need my love. They need affection. They don't need to be wicked. God, please. These children need me in their life. I'm begging. Enjoy, please.
That's the story we'll be treating today. They reached out to me, said she wants to come on the program. And I was like, okay, that was painful. But let's talk about it. All right. Before I introduce it, have you seen my movie, Iroto Jomi? A Lie That Looks Like Me? Have you seen it on YouTube? It's showing on my YouTube channel, Biola Adebayo ENT. Please watch it, like it, share with your loved ones. I promise you, you will love this. Okay? It's Talk to Be, baby. Gay, gay. Right, like I said earlier, I have my guest in the studio with me. She's a woman who has gone through a lot. And guys, I will need this. I cannot do alone. I can't. Obviously, I've not been doing it alone. I've been doing it with God and with your support. But I need you to support me on this. I don't know how we're going to do it. If you are a mother, you're a woman, you are a man, you are a parent, please let's rise together to make this woman smile again. All right, so join me as a welcomer. Let's listen to our story carefully so we know where to start from. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm very well, thank you.
So good to have you here.
Nice to see you.
And by the
too.
way, you're so beautiful.
Thank you very much. You're beautiful too.
Thank you. All right, let's meet you before we go to your story. Who are you? What
Okay.
do you do? Where are you from?
Okay, my name is Morenike, and I am a businesswoman. I am a caterer. I am also an interior designer, and I also do other businesses aside that. I import children wears and accessories and all that too.
Okay,
That's
where are
all
you
I do.
from?
I'm from Lagos State, Nigeria.
Lagos State. Go
Yes.
on. Okay now. All right. Let's hear your story. Tell us
Okay.
from the beginning. How did you grow up? How was it for you till you got married?
Okay, I would say I grew up with two other siblings, older siblings. We are two girls and a guy. The guy is the oldest one, but we are not the same dad with my two other siblings.
Siblings.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm the only child of my dad actually from that side.
Okay.
And my dad is currently in a care home now because he's not doing too fine mentally and health wise. So is actually a challenge for me right now. And my mom too, she's doing well, let me not say, but the health too is not so okay. So I got married in the year 2017 after I left university, but I met my husband in during NYSC.
Okay.
When I was 7 in 2016.
Okay.
That was around October, I think. I think September, October when I was 7. So we met during NYSC. We were 7 in the same school. Though I was working somewhere before he met me, before I started NYSC. So happened that when he met me during NYSC, we got talking because we were in the same school. And we got along with each other. Anytime I'm going home, he's like, okay, let me drop you because I'm always like, okay, no, I don't want to go now because I have another friend that I used to come with there.
Okay.
Okay, so we got along. Actually, we got close. I knew his family then. We were friends for a while, and then along the line, he started saying something like, he has found his wife. He wants to get married to you. I was like, I'm not rushing, I'm not a desperate person that is ready to get married now. That all I want to do is finish my NYC and then get a better job and also like further my education. That's what I'm planning to do. It was like, hey, you can also do that while you're married and all that. I was like, I know, but I'm not rushing. Because initially he wanted to like do the marriage before we were done with NYC. So I was like, why are you rushing? Like, just take your time. Like, I'm not even this. I don't even want to get married right now because before I met him, I wasn't in any relationship. I just chose not to be in anyone. And then I met him and he made it known to me that, okay, I am serious. I want to be serious with you. I want to get married to you. I met his mom. I met his sister and his other siblings. And then fast forward to 2017, he planned to get married in 2017. So in March 2017, my birthday is in March. So he proposed to me during my birthday. He planned it with my sister and some of my other friends that I didn't know about. And then he when he planned it, I wasn't aware anyway, though. So he said we were going somewhere and we went to somewhere around to just like
Don't worry. You
yeah.
guys got engaged.
So we got engaged then, and then we were done with him. He was planning the wedding alongside, and I was like, I still want us to do this after I am done with my NYC. Like, you don't need to rush. So during that period of time when we were planning to the wedding and also planning to finish with NYC, because we finished around June. May stroke June. So there was something that came up in between us then that had caused a rift between him and his mom, because my mom fell sick during that period. So she was in the hospital for a very long time, and my mom was like, the mom was like, if you want to do the marriage, my mommy can come on a wheelchair. If I was like, no, you have to wait till my mom is okay and fit to attend. Like, why are you rushing? And so my mom asked her, why are we even rushing at this wedding? What is the problem? So what he said was, he doesn't like to change dates of when he picks a date. So I was like, okay, fine. We went to my dad to see my dad, because like I said earlier, my dad is not in a good health state. So when we got to him, we told him that we want to pick a date for the wedding and all that, and he said, okay, we should go and meet the Olori Ebi of his own family, the Animashan family. So we went to meet the Olori Ebi. So when we got there, the man said, okay, what are we planning and all that. So they picked a date, and we went back to my dad to give him feedback with the mom. His mom went with us then. So when we got the date for the wedding, we were done with NYC and we planned for the wedding, and that was June. We just passed June 27th was the wedding day, and we also did our civil wedding as well, when we got married legally and also traditionally. So after the wedding, the mom planned to travel out of Nigeria initially. So she was in our place all the time when she was processing her traveling when we got married. So she traveled out of Nigeria immediately after we got married. The elder sister also got married as at that time. So she left Nigeria. My husband's two younger siblings came to live with us after my mother-in-law left. So they started living with me as at then when I got married in 2017. And I was done with NYC. Though I was working. I had somewhere I was working then too. So later, my husband was like, he doesn't like the job I'm doing. They are paying me peanuts. I'm like, I'm still working as an intern. Remember, I was doing NYC. And they still plan to retain me in this job when I'm done. Because I was working as a customer service agent then.
Okay.
I was like, they plan to retain me. It's not like an ordinary job where they give incentive, they do all these things, they do training and all that. They was like, no, let's look for a business you can do and stuff like that. I was like, okay, but you already met me working, right? And I'm not really a business kind of person like that. I prefer to do white collar jobs than doing business. I'm a career oriented person. I don't like to do business, buying and selling kind of business. So I said that to him, and he was like, okay, you know that business is still better than you can gain what you're gaining in a month in your business. Isha cajoled me. Along the line, we were still fighting over that job issue, because it caused a very big fight between us. And I was like, I cannot leave my job. I don't like this and that. It was like, how much are they paying you? I'll be paying you the money monthly. Okay. I didn't leave the job as at that time. Along the line, I got pregnant, my first child. So when I got pregnant, we were planning that, okay, since he had told me that, okay, leave the job, I said, okay, I'll resign. So I resigned. And then I went to get a store where I was going to start the business. So during that process where I was getting the store, it was when I found out I was pregnant. Okay. So I started getting sick, because I used to have severe morning sickness. So I started getting sick. So we had to let out that shop back. And then we now plan to travel to the US. So we got a visa, luckily for us. And we went to the US to give birth to my first son.
Okay.
So I stayed with my mother-in-law. You know, I said my mother-in-law traveled like immediately
Yes.
after
Yes.
so we went to the US. I stayed with my mother-in-law. I never had any issue staying with my mother-in-law all along when I was living with her in the US. We had no issues. She didn't complain of me being rude or anything to her.
Okay.
And then I had my child there. My husband didn't stay so long. He only came with me, went back home because
Okay.
of business. Then he came back again when it was time for me to put to bed. So we
Right.
traveled back to Nigeria after my baby was like 2 months old. We did all the necessary documents and went back to Nigeria. We were planning to stay as at then, but my mother-in-law was like, no, you guys are still young couples. I don't want you to go through all this process of trying to like get your
Papers.
done and all that you can still go and come back later. So we went back to Nigeria and I as at that time I was still looking for another, I didn't get a business to do.
Yeah.
So I was looking for another business to do when I got back to Nigeria. His sister on the other hand, elder sister, she lives in Ilorin. So she comes to Lagos to our place sometimes whenever, and she was pregnant. So she started selling fabric.
Okay.
So when she started selling that fabric, she brought some of them to my house. So I was like, let me help you go and sell these fabrics in my former workplace that a lot of people there used to buy this type of, because she sells all these senator cashmere fabrics and
Okay.
all that. So I took them there. I helped her to sell some of them and then they paid me and I gave it to her. So she doesn't stay in Lagos, obviously. So she left and I paid her. I took some of the clothes to my husband's friends too. So later, when my husband was like, okay, now that we are back in Nigeria, I started looking for another job again because I was not comfortable sitting at home. My son was like 3, 4 months, 5 months then. I was like, me, I don't like this sitting at home of a thing. I don't like this thing. So I took out my CV. I put it in schools that, okay, if I cannot do white collar job that will put stress on me because I now have a baby, I'd rather go to a school where I know I can put my baby in the crèche there. And because I have an experience of being a preschool teacher before in a British curriculum school. So I went to put out my CVs in other schools. So when I got to these schools, I got I went for an interview in Lekki Phase 1. So the school like employed me then because we were a lot, but they picked me probably because I had major
The
experience. So they picked me and I started the job again. Another problem because they don't want me to just work. Like, I was like, okay. My husband was like, is this not too stressful for you? Going all the way from Aja to Lekki Phase 1 to work, blah, 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 blah. I was like, at least let me even do this one for a while. I can't sit at home and be doing, and this crèche is like they're not even taking any penny from me to put my baby there in the crèche because I'm working with them and it's a good school. So let me just put my baby in the crèche there. And I know that I can nurse him even when he needs me to nurse him there. And my eyes can be on him. That was what I said. It was like, it's not like I don't want you to work. Just look for a business to do. Do this one, do that one, this and that. He even called my mom because of this same thing. He called my mom and I was like, okay, I've heard. The mom called me too. The sister called me. They said, okay, your husband said you should not work. He doesn't want you to stress. Má stress ààrẹ. Ọmọ ọwọ́ tó ń gbé dání gan wàá máa jí láàárọ̀ kùtùkùtù lọ síbi iṣẹ́. Kíníkan. I was like, okay, mo ti gbọ́. Later, he said, okay, you can start fabric business too, like his sister. And he said, you will invest in it and I'll start it. I said, okay. The sister is not cooking in Lagos. I need the same friends. I need the same customers. So I said, okay, I'll start the fabric business. He was the one that advised me to start the business. And then he said, he'll give me some money to start it. And he gave me small cash. So I went to start the business. Along the line, my mommy used to work in the Lagos State High Court before. She used to run the restaurant there. She was the one. So we had a lot of customers, elder customers that my mom was like, gbé lọ sí ọ́fíìsì lawyer kìnìkan, gbé lọ sí ọ́fíìsì eléyìí, ó máa rà irú àwọn aṣọ tó máa ń wọ̀ lélẹ̀. So I used to take those clothes to them to like advertise to them. They would buy from me. Some of my cousins would buy, some of my friends, my workplace before, they would buy from me. I don't know what happened again. No. All of a sudden, my husband called me again. I want you to stop this fabric business. I say, what is the problem? Like, I literally started shedding tears because I was like, why tó ṣe fẹ́ gbàjẹ́ lẹ́nu mi? Kí ni mo ṣe fún ẹ? What is the problem? Mo ṣiṣẹ́, o ní kí n má ṣiṣẹ́. Mo tún owó náà ló ní kí n bẹ̀rẹ̀ fabric business. Mo tún bẹ̀rẹ̀, ó tún sọ pé kí n má tún ṣe. Okay, fine. Reason why he said that was his sister moved to Lagos along the line. She moved to Lagos from Ilorin with her husband. And before they moved to Lagos, they asked me to get a house for them. I was the one that went to look for apartments for them. And it was around us in Ajade. So I looked for the apartment for the sister. I was the one that like moved all their furnitures, everything with two younger brothers. Tí mo forí ru furniture lọ sílé wọn, tá bá wọn tó gbogbo ilé wọn before they came from Ilorin to come and settle in Lagos, in their house. So I did all that for the sister when they moved to Lagos. So I think now that she has moved to Lagos, they were having a problem with me selling the fabric. So maybe the mom started complaining to my husband that ṣé ìyàwó ẹ̀ tún ti ń ta fabric ni kìnìkan. So my husband was like, I want you to look for another business to do and this, that. I was now like, I have to call one or two people to ask if what I'm doing is actually wrong. This my sister here was part of who I asked. So she was like, sis, if your husband says you should leave this thing, just for peace sake, leave it. Look for another business to do. So I left it. So when we traveled to the US after again, this time around, because my son was turning 1. So we went to celebrate his first birthday in the US. So we went to the US and I stayed in the US with his mom again this time around. I didn't have any issues with the mom. We were fine. We wanted to stay, but there was an issue that came up between I and my husband in the US. It was like, I was like, I don't want to stay with your mom because I know she will need privacy and I will also need privacy. That was I don't know if what I said was wrong or right, but I felt that was the thing, that was the best thing I could tell him then. So I said, okay, I don't want to stay with your mom this time around. If we are even going to stay in the US, that I would prefer that we stay on our own and then we come visiting. That she didn't do anything to me. I didn't do anything to her. I just feel like she needs her privacy. And I also need my own privacy because I'm an adult and I don't want anybody to be... Because there's a point in time where she'll be too much in my business and I will not feel comfortable with it. Yeah. So I just said, I didn't say this part. I'm just saying that was how I felt about it. So this thing caused an argument between us that he even landed a slap on my face. He's been violent before then. I skipped those parts where he's been violent with me. He used to be violent with me. So he landed a slap on my face that his hand was showing the marks on my face. And we were in the US.
The US.
Yes. We were driving along the expressway and he was like, tó bá fẹ́ bọ́lẹ̀ kó lọ pọlọ́pàá lọ, bọ́lẹ̀ kó lọ pọlọ́pàá wá fún mi. Kìnìkan. Like he parked on the express and told me to get down off the car because of what I said. I was like, I didn't say a word until when I got home. The mom noticed my countenance in the house. But I didn't say anything. She was asking him, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, kìnìkan. I have a proof of where he was apologizing that he's sorry that he slapped me or he hit me. So he said, the mom was like, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀. She now, when I didn't say anything, she now faced her son and asked him that, ǹgbọ́ ọkọ mi, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, kìnìkan. He too didn't say anything. So it was later that he came to apologize to me and tell me that he was sorry for hitting me. You. I didn't say anything. So fast forward to I was doing a little bit of job during that time when I was in the US.
Okay.
Yeah. It was the mom that like worked that little space for me to get a job.
How long did you stay there?
I stayed like 5 months.
Before returning to Nigeria.
So before I returned to Nigeria, I got pregnant with my second son.
Okay.
So we planned to go back to have the son, my second son. But when we got to Nigeria to renew our visa, we got denied. So I couldn't go back. Though I still had my visa on my passport to go back, but it was like we should not risk it going back without having a valid visa again. So 2020 came and COVID started. So I couldn't travel again. So I gave birth during COVID in Nigeria, my second son. So we were, even during the pregnancy was chaotic for me because today fights, tomorrow there was a time when he had an issue with me that he sent me out of the house with the pregnancy. He was throwing my things from upstairs to downstairs.
Why?
just because of minor issues, sometimes family issues, like interference of family. They live with me, so obviously there'll be too much family here and there talks, too much talk. So, and then this issue was that my sister had to come and interfere in this matter. Even my sister-in-law's husband had to interfere at the point. So that one ended. I had my baby in 2020, so we were fine after I had my baby. There was always backs and forths, but married, we
Like
always want to
every
make
other
it work.
marriage.
So I stayed back, and in fact, at that point, I wanted to leave with that pregnancy because I was tired of the marriage, of this bass goes every day. I don't like problems. I, it's just always creating chaos where there's no chaos. So that 2020 was when I discovered, I traveled and came back. I said, okay, I think I now know what I want to do as a business, because I'm not more selling the fabrics, obviously. So I started selling children wears. I invested in children wears because I do interior. So some of the interior jobs I got during that time, the money, the profit I got from it, and then I did food business during that period. So I saved up some of the money. I started the business with it without his help. So when he noticed that I started something already, so he said, okay, how much do I want for him to invest in this business? So I explained to him. I said, I want to order from China and all that. So he said, okay, that he'll give me so amount, and then so he started with one little amount for me. I ordered through an agent from China, and I imported some of my goods. So that was how I started my children business. It kept on growing and growing. So 2021, he said we wanted to travel again to the UK. So we went to do our UK visa in actually, he says he does it for the kids because he wants the kids to have exposure and experience of summer and everything
Okay.
during their holidays. So we went
Okay, it
for
was a visiting
visa.
Okay.
So we did UK visiting visa.
Okay.
So when we did that, from UK we can also touch some other countries like Turkey. So we went to Turkey first after we went to UK. So we visited as a tourist in Turkey. So when we left Turkey, we came to UK. When we left UK, we went back to Nigeria.
With the kids.
With the kids, yes, with the kids. So when we got home, even before we got home, it was fight. Every time we travel, there's always chaos. There's always a fight. I don't know, maybe somebody is always calling him or telling him something, and he will just start problem. That time when we were in Turkey, there was a time he just called me and told me that thing that you posted on your phone, remove it. I was like, what did I post? He said, remove it now. I was like, okay, I'll remove it. I removed it. He said, don't you know people are seeing your status? They'll be thinking that this is that. I said that this phone is my phone. It is not anybody's phone, and it's none
What
of.
did you post?
I can't remember vividly, but I remember that what I posted was not something serious. I just posted something like love, you love yourself, or something
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
It doesn't have to even do with him or anybody.
Okay.
So he was like, that I said nobody is looking at my status. He said, it was one of his friends that just called him to tell him that look at what your wife is posting. Of course, I knew it was not his friend. So I called that his friend or the friend's wife and asked her. And she was like, lie, my husband will not do such a thing. That this thing, because this thing caused a big fight where he strangled me that day. He beat me, and he hit my face, and my face was, we were in Turkey. So I had to like scream, like, do you want to kill me? And the kids were crying. They were like, like, what is wrong with this guy? So immediately he said, pack your bags, we are going back to Nigeria. I was like, whoa, èmi gan fẹ́ padà sí Nigeria, ó ti sú mi. Kí ló dé? Today fight, tomorrow beating. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Mo ní mi ò ṣe mọ́, ó ti sú mi. I want to leave. Oh yeah, I will pack my bag and go. I'm not getting married again. At a point, I was angry. I just took knife that I will stab myself and kill myself here. And then you should leave me alone. Maybe that will make you happy. Ṣebí ó fẹ́ pa mí ni, jẹ́ kí kúkú para mi sí ẹ lọ́rùn kó mọ̀ pé mo ti lọ. He now started videoing me, now calling his mom, saying that, look at what me I'm doing. Kinikan, that he's going to call police for me. I said, go and call the police. There is evidence that you hit me already. As I was packing my bags, Isha said, I'm not going anywhere again. He called his mom. The mom, she was talking to me. She started saying that, you are the cause of it. you should keep quiet whenever your husband is talking. Keep talking. I didn't say anything. I was angry, but I just kept mute. So this thing happened few days to my birthday. So he was now asking me, the thing that he booked, will I not go? I said, I'm not going anywhere. I can't be going through this kind of thing. And then you want to take me on a birthday trip again? I said, I don't want to go. Say, so my money always, I said, is the money important than my life? But he shall try to cajole me and apologize again. We went for that trip. That was in 2021. So after we left Turkey, we came back to UK. From UK, he was still having issues with me. We came back to Nigeria. He didn't even talk to me. When we came back, in fact, I even planned a birthday surprise for him with my sister. He didn't even acknowledge it when he got home. So we just left the whole scenario and he went back to Turkey. Then he started processing our residence permit in Turkey so that we can stay in Turkey. While we were in Turkey, that was what we were doing. I didn't get mine, but he went back so that he could get mine for me.
Why Turkey?
I don't know why, but that was where he chose.
You didn't ask?
I asked. Let me say, fast forward to before we took our kids in 2023, before he took my kids. We also traveled because they will say it's from this traveling that the issue used to happen because he lives in Turkey now.
Oh, after that time?
Yes, he was in Turkey, but we went back to meet him there at a point, but we came back home because they didn't renew our permits, residence permit. I and the kids only. So he started staying there on his own. So he only comes home like once in a while. Like probably you come home 2 weeks, 1 month, and he goes back.
Okay.
That's what he does. So all the time while he was there, I didn't know if he was doing anything or he was cheating or anything because he calls me normally, like everything is fine. So when he came home in 2023.
That was your agreement that
Yes.
he stays in Turkey. Okay.
For business related reasons. So he said he'll stay back and then maybe we can come later on if we want to. So when he was there, in 2023, April, it was supposed to be my birthday and my second son's birthday in March. So it was like, let's go and do Bam Bam's birthday in March. I was not like, don't worry, let's do Bam Bam's birthday in Nigeria so we can celebrate it with his classmates. Let's do yours there. So we plan to, and because it will be holiday period, Easter period. So I said, let's move it to then. He said, okay, no problem. So it was during his own birthday, we went to Kenya in 2023. So when we were there, I don't know, I just started having this kind of dreams, or maybe I'll say it's my intuition or something, that he was seeing somebody. And in the dream person was fighting me like seriously and telling me that this person belongs to me, there's nothing you can do about it. So I woke up scared. I didn't see anything about it then. So the next day I slept, I was beside my husband on the bed and I had that same dream, and he saw me wake up with fear and he was like, what's the problem? I was like, nothing, I just had a dream, and the dream was very scary, this same dream. So he called me and he said, what was the dream about? I said, I'll tell you later. So I went to meet him and asked him that, are you having an affair with anybody? He said no. I said, because this dream I'm having, this is the second time this dream is coming, and it's coming like it's very real. I said, because it's coming with the specific person and the color of the person. It's telling me that this person is very light skinned and everything. He said, no. He looked at me in shock at first and he said, no, he's not having an affair with anybody. I said, okay, no problem. So when we left Kenya to Nigeria, he told me that he wanted to go out of the state where he was in Turkey, that he wants to go somewhere. So he left. So when he was going to where he was going, he said he'll call me when he lands. Before he landed, in 30 minutes, I just slept and I had that same dream again. That this time around, you are going with that same person to that place. So as I woke up, his call came in and I said, okay, hello, where have you landed? He said, yes, I've landed. That he wants to go and check into the hotel he booked. I said, okay, no problem. But I had a dream about you. He said, what's the dream about? You already knew. So I said, don't bother yourself. I'm not talking about the dream. So the next day, I wasn't even saying anything. Somebody just followed me on my Instagram page. I saw the person. I said, this person is a white lady. She's like, why is a white woman following me? What is the connection? I now went to check her page. I saw that my husband was one of our mutual
Friend.
friends. So I said, my husband is following this one. I now went deeper into her page. Like, okay, let me check this lady's page, or what's going on in her page. I saw that she's been traveling up and down with my husband. She's been going here and there all along, posting pictures of them everywhere.
She followed you herself.
Yes, herself.
Oh.
So I was now like, I just stumbled on another page again under her page, like people you may know.
Okay.
So that page was showing me that she opened a page for her and my husband, and then they have a picture of both of them kissing each other on that page. So I was shocked. I just laughed and I scream munched that page. So immediately I called my husband. I sent that picture to him that, what is going on here? He said, does that person look like him? That was the answer he gave me. I was like, even if they wake me up and I'm blind, I will know that this is my husband. He said, that it's not him. Oh. Kiniko. That was all he said. And I kept quiet. I just laughed. And before that time that this thing happened, I wasn't feeling well. So because of what I saw, I started running temperature, started feeling sick, and I wasn't myself, Sha. So I landed in the hospital. My sister was the one who took me to the hospital.
Yeah.
So she was like, she called my husband, sis is not feeling fine, no. It's like the temperature is too high and all that. She called my husband. She was like, kí ló ń tiẹ̀ ń ṣe gan? Ṣé torí ọ̀rọ̀ obìnrin ó fẹ́ para ẹ̀? Kíníkan. Nǹkan tó sọ nìyẹn. After a while, ó ṣáà rush ó wá sílé. That was 2023 June. He came home. Maybe because of the issue, it was close to our 6-year anniversary. So he came home. He came to do surprise for me and the kids. He went to pick the kids from school. So he said he wanted to do a surprise for us and all that. That's why he didn't tell me come. But when I saw him, I wasn't shocked to see him, and I wasn't excited to see him because of what was going on. So when he came home, I questioned him about the issue, and he said he's not having anything with the lady, that he's just trying to help the lady with something.
So he eventually admitted that was him.
But he was now trying to tell me that he's just helping her out, that this, that. Okay, I said, okay, I've heard you. But me, I knew that I had a mission. So the mission was for me to scrutinize him, like not by mouth, but to check maybe his phone or something like that to get more information. So I did my assignment, and I was able to get some information on his phone. I have the proofs of that, and the ones I got from the girl's page. I got pictures of them traveling together, kissing each other and all that. I got the proof. So when I got those proofs, I was like, I didn't ask him any questions. He was going to go back to Turkey. This guy ordered clothes for me and that girl together again.
Okay.
I was like, this time around, I didn't even know. He turned on his laptop. So I just saw the girl's message, and I saw that he didn't know. He thought I was sleeping. So when I woke up, I saw it on his laptop. I saw all the messages I was like, this guy even has the audacity to even send the same clothes that he sent to me to this lady. So when the clothes arrived, he didn't let them deliver the clothes to the house, because I didn't tell him that I saw it on his phone. So I was waiting to see what they were going to deliver. So when the clothes arrived, he sent it to the office, because we have an automobile shop and we sell cars. So he sent it to the office. So he sent one of his boys in the office that they should bring the package. So I collected the package. When I got home, I took the package upstairs. So he came to meet me and said, I want to remove something from the package. I said, you even have the audacity to tell me that you want to remove clothes for your side chick. That is something wrong with you. Are you okay? He now wanted to turn it to rough as usual, because he's a violent person. So I was like, I said, you even want to o tún fẹ́ lò gbójú fún mi lórí nǹkan tó ń ṣe tí ò dáa. And that was the day he was traveling back to Turkey. So I was like, if you know you want to take it, just carry everything and go and give it to her. I just got upset and I left the house. I walked out of the house and walked away. So he was calling me. I didn't pick his call till he got to the airport. So when he got to the airport, he said, I'm at the airport. I said, I've heard you. When he landed back in Turkey, he said, you didn't even call me to ask if I've landed since this, that. I said, have you landed? Did you not land safe? He said he did. I said, okay, thank you. Bye-bye. we were going on and on. He started apologizing again. He's sorry, is this, is that. Before he now booked a flight for us that we should go to Kenya again for the second time, August 2023. We went to Kenya. We came back to Nigeria. When we go back to Nigeria, he didn't go back to Turkey. We came back. Forward to, okay, before the time he booked a flight, I said I checked his phone. I got to find out that he engaged that lady.
Already?
Yes, he engaged her. He proposed to her and he engaged her. And then he's also planning to marry her. And I didn't know about that, but I knew from when I checked on his phone. And then she also said she was excuse me, she was pregnant at a point. I think she was just using that to gain his attention or something. So fast forward to when we traveled and got back to Nigeria. We got home and he was like, he wants to renovate the house. He's tired of the way the house looks. So we broke down the whole house. We renovated the house. We fixed the whole house, and then we came back home after that time when we were done renovating the house. So all of a sudden, I just noticed that he started problems with me again. He just started fighting me. There was a day he just called me, said, èmi rí pé èmi lé ọmọ yẹn lọ. Èmi rí pé mo ṣe tí mo fi lé ọmọ yẹn lọ. Èmi dalẹ̀ òun, èmi ṣe kinní kan. I was like, what are you talking about? Ọmọ wo ni mo lé? Kí ni mo ṣe? He said, because I went out that day. I went to help my mom with something. So on my way, I met one of my friends on the way because she saw me looking somehow unkempt. So she was like, what's wrong with you? You don't look okay. That I should come to her house. So I went to her house. Her house is very close to my own place in our estate. So I was in her place for a while that, you can't go out like this now. Go and make your hair before you go anywhere you want to go to. So when I got there, because my husband was already acting somehow, so she now told me to, he called me and asked me, where are you? I was like, okay, I'm at Igboefon, because initially I told him I was going to Lagos Island. He said, you're at Igboefon. Put it on video call. I was like, which one is it? So my friend was like, well, if you want to bring this wahala, oh yeah, come and go back home and go and meet your husband in the house first. Go and meet him at home. Don't start any this thing with him. So I went back home. As I got to the estate, our gates in the house, he just stood by the gate and he sent me that I should go back to where I'm coming from. I should get out of his house and go back to where I'm coming from. I was like, okay, I was going back. He now came back to meet me again. Give me the 2 phones in your hand. Give me the 2 phones. But before he was doing that, I was already calling down my friend that she should come, because I was already getting scared that he's violent and I don't want him to eat me. So I called her that she should please come, that he has started his wahala again. So he collected my 2 phones. He was like chasing me around the estate. He was chasing me around inside that our estate there that I should give him. Okay, I gave him the phone. So my friend called my phone to ask for estate code. So he was the one that picked the call. So she told him that, please, can you give the phone to Morenike? I want to speak to her. That was how he was able to give me back my phone. So I sent her code to enter. So my friend came into the house to come and meet me. And because he knew that my friend was coming, so he now had to let me go back inside the house to sit down in the house. So I sat down there. I was weeping bitterly because I didn't even know what to say or how to react. I was just tired. Sorry, there was a part I skipped because when we were in Kenya, he had a tattoo of that girl's name on his chest. Yes, I skipped that part.
Okay.
That was the problem. So when I found out that he had a tattoo of the girl's name on his chest, I asked him that, did this girl hypnotize you? Did she do anything to you to get all these things done? So I went to that girl's page again and I found out that she also did the same. She had a tattoo of his name on her chest too. So I was like,
Your husband tattooed
another woman's name on his chest. Yes.
Wow.
Her name, full name, yes, on his chest.
Full name?
Yes, on his chest.
Okay.
Her father's name and her name. That was what he did. So honestly, I was shocked. And this thing did not make me, I couldn't even, when you are dumbfounded, you cannot cry, you cannot laugh, you cannot react or anything. That was the state I was. And we were in Kenya then. I was like, you know what? I don't have power to fight for you again. That was the only thing I said. And I went on about my life. like nothing happened. So I think that action that I did was something that got him bothered. Because a normal me would have been in tears, would have been broken, would have been shattered. But he didn't see that in me at that point. So it got him scared that, this girl is not scared, even with what I did. I think she's done. So when we got back to Nigeria, I forgot that part before I got back to Nigeria.
So then from your
Friends, she came to the house. That was when he started misbehaving. So she came to like talk to him. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, if there's anything that is happening, àárín ọkọ àti ìyàwó, ẹ parí ẹ kẹ́ ṣe kíní kan. So he was like, she's crying now. Can you see she's crying? He was like, èmi ò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ń pa lẹ́kùn, mi ò mọ̀ nǹkan tó ṣe tó ń sunkún kankan tó ṣe kíní kan. That one sha left to her husband's house. It was now like, it now started again. I'm taking you to your father's house. I'm this, I'm that. Shebi you want to follow your friend? Oh yeah, follow her now. Mo ṣe gbé báàgì mi pé mo fẹ́ máa lọ báyìí pé let me kúkú it pay me to go to that woman's house than to be here. Ìyẹn ò tiẹ̀ tí bọ́tà tán. Màá ṣá ẹ sí wẹ́wẹ́. Kò sí nǹkan tó máa ṣẹlẹ̀. Kò sí nǹkan táwọn family ẹ̀ máa ṣe fún mi. Kíní kan. I was just looking like this. Mo kàn ń wò báyìí. Pé kí ló fẹ́? What exactly do you want from me? What is the problem? He called his father. Hello, daddy, mo máa rán cab guy kan kó wá gbé yín sìn. Mo ń gbé yín lọ sílé daddy Morenike. We are going to your father's house. Nǹkan tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe ń bẹ̀ kò sọ. Mo ń gbé yín lọ sílé Morenike. Kíní kan. Morenike ó ti ṣe kíní kan. I was just looking. I didn't say a word. When he was done, he took me halfway. My other brother now called him because that my friend went to call my brother. Ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ ọmọ ẹ wá gbé àbúrò yín kúrò nínú ilé yìí kó tó pa, because she heard what my husband said pé màá ṣá sí wẹ́wẹ́ kò dẹ̀ sí nǹkan kan tẹ́ anybody máa ṣe. So she called my brother and said ẹ wá gbé àbúrò yín o. So my brother called me and said kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ Morenike, mò ń bọ̀ nsìn. Bí a ṣe ti dé àfọ̀nà, he now called my husband and said ń gbọ́ Lọ́ládé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, ó yá máa padà lọlé, mo ti ń bọ̀. My brother came, he spoke to my husband. Lọ́ládé kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀, ó yá sọ fún mi, ṣe bọ́kùnrin lèmi náà, bá mi sọ̀rọ̀, jẹ́ ká jọ sọ̀rọ̀ sí ọkùnrin sọ́kùnrin tí òun ò ní sí ń bẹ̀. Kí lọmọ yìí ṣe, kò rí nǹkan kan sọ. Kí lọmọ yìí ṣe fún ẹ, àárín nǹkan kan sọ. Did she cheat on you? No. Did she do anything? No. He did not say anything. He was just looking at me with one dirty look and everything. And my brother said, oh yeah, apologize to your husband. Kúnlẹ̀ kó bẹ ọkọ ẹ̀. I apologized to him. Even when I did not do anything, I was just smiling. Because of that smile on my face, that he was looking at me that, wàá rí nǹkan tí màá ṣe fún ẹ. I was like, kí ni mo ṣe fún bọ̀bọ̀ yìí? After that day, ó bá lọ. Ọjọ́ kejì, I was mute throughout the day. I didn't go out. I didn't do anything. I was just broken. Like, I was just thinking of my life that, what can I do? Because I'm just tired. I was just mute. Next thing, he just sent me one long message. Baby, I'm very sorry I put you through all this. I'm sorry, I don't even know what to do again. I'm just tired. I'm this, I'm that. I just wanted to be a good husband, good father to my children. Kinikon. He was in the bathroom. I didn't know what he was doing there. So when I saw the message, the empathetic person that I am made me go and look at him that, let me check what you are doing. No, don't tell má kó bá mi o. Kí àwọn family ẹ̀ kọ́ máa sọ pé èmi ni mo ṣe nǹkan sí ẹ. So I went to the bathroom. He locked the door, so I like jacked the door open to see what he was doing. Kó má jẹ́ kó fẹ́ lọ wà suicidal or something. So I was like, okay, what's the problem? What is it? He said, I'm sorry. He started crying. He was running temperature. Was just doing all sort of things. And now he said I should call the nurse. I called the nurse. I called my younger sister that she should please call Mo. I don't know what is wrong with this guy. And he said I should call the nurse. I called the nurse. The nurse came to check him. There was nothing. He just sat down on the floor acting. I don't know whether that thing he was doing was just acting, but he was acting, doing all sort of things. After that time that left, he was acting nice towards me. He was being nice. That was later after I got pregnant of my third child. I got pregnant during September, October. So in October, when I was pregnant, he was there for me. When I throw up, he's there. He will take me to the bathroom, pour water on my head, do everything.
After the tattoo?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yes, because it was not supposed to happen. But
No.
let me say that I checked out emotionally, but I didn't want it to be obvious to him that I checked out emotionally already, because he
It's your
was not,
marriage. You want to
yes,
keep it.
yes. So he was noticing that I already checked out already. So I just gave in to that, because, and unfortunately, or fortunately, let me not say unfortunately,
Fortunately.
fortunately, the baby is 1 today already. And yeah, like he turned 1 on the 1st of July. So I got pregnant of the child. And when I got I told, I'm pregnant though. He said, okay, let's try and travel and go and give birth to this baby and all that again. We tried, it did not work. I was in the house, and he was like, okay, I'm traveling back to Turkey
Turkey.
back. But this time around, when I go, I want to come back home and bring all my stuffs and my businesses back home. I said, okay, no problem. So mid-December, he traveled to Turkey. He said, I'm going to spend 3 to 4 weeks and I'll be back home. So during that time when he traveled to Turkey back, I was still bedridden. I was having severe morning sickness, but along the line I was getting better. So my sons, he used to be the one that takes them to school, as at that time when I was,
Oh, bedridden.
yeah. So so when he left, I was the one taking them to school back. Excuse me. So when I got to, in December, he said, he called me in January. Okay, no, my maid that stays with me, she was supposed to travel in December. I asked her, are you going anywhere? She said, no, I'm not traveling. No, I'm staying till after New Year, and I'm not going anywhere. She said, okay. I said, okay, no problem. So in January, before my kids resume school, my maid called me and said, she wants to travel, that her auntie called her. I said, but I asked you in December that, are you going home? And you know my condition, that I need someone around to help me. And these kids will soon resume school. She said, that they called her for something. I said, okay, if you want to go home. She's been misbehaving actually. And my elder sister came around to help me with a food business that I had to do, because I wasn't feeling too well. So I had to call my sister. So my sister noticed that she was misbehaving and was like, why am I allowing this girl behave like this? Báwo ló ṣe máa jẹ́ kó máa jí ní 11 o'clock, ẹni tó yẹ kó jí ní àárọ̀ kùtùkùtù kó tọ́jú àwọn ọmọ tó mọ̀ nípa ara ẹ̀ ò yá, ó dẹ̀ máa jí ní 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Ta ni ò yẹ kó ti jí, kó ti clean inú ilé, kó ti ṣe oúnjẹ fáwọn ọmọ? Mi ò sọ̀rọ̀, mo ní her days are numbered already, but mo kàn fẹ́ wà strong enough ni kí n tó ní pé kó máa lọ. So that January, she came to meet me and told me that she wanted to leave. I said, but you already said you were not traveling. Why is it all of a sudden? She said, and I said, okay, if you want to go, drop the phone. Tara fún ẹ, because ẹlòmíì tó bá wá, she will need the phone too. She said, okay, can I give her till later in March or April? I said, no, you already said you want to go. I cannot even condone your misbehavior anymore. You can go now if you want to go. She said, I should give her time. I didn't see anything. I was waiting for her that she would come and drop the phone. All of a sudden, she just left the house with her load. Someone came to tell me that ọmọdọ̀ yín mà ti sá lọ o, àwọn ò rí nínú ilé mọ́. And I saw her with her load going out. So I ran out of the house with my car and I went to look for her. That before she goes anywhere far, I caught up with her with the estate security that picked her up. So I said, where's the phone and your load? Bring it, put it in the car and follow me back home. Let me check your load before you go. She didn't follow me. She dropped the phone and her load. And I went home hoping that she would come back. She didn't come back. The next day, I was going for antenatal, but she pè mí police station nìyẹn, that I have a case in the police station that someone reported me. I said, who is the person? They say when I get to the station, they will let me know. When I got to the police station, before I went for antenatal, they said, my maid, this lady is the person that reported me. I said, what happened? They said I seized her load. I said, I seized your load. Which load? Okay, I explained to the police woman that, okay, this is what happened though. So the woman was like, wait, is something wrong with this girl? Your madam, you are calling police for your madam because they scolded you. So the woman told me that, what do I need from her? I said, the phone. I collected it. And she said, do I want to also collect the load? I said, no, she can take the bag that I gave her, but I don't need anything that is there. So after that time, when she left the police station, I took her phone home and she went, and I found out that she has been speaking to my husband on my phone. On her phone, rather. I saw all her chats and messages on her phone, and then she's speaking to some other people about me. So I didn't get to know what exactly it was because she's an Hausa lady.
Okay.
Yes, so I had to take the phone to someone that speaks Hausa because my husband speaks to Hausa too sometimes. So I took it to someone to translate what she was saying. So they translated it to me. That was how I got to know that she probably has been sending some voice record of probably when I'm speaking with my sister or somebody in the house. And she's always calling my husband to tell him all sort of things when he was away. So when in January, when the kids resumed school, um first of all, he called because of this girl's issue. He was telling me to go and return her phone back to her that same day. I was not like, why? Is there anything that you are doing with this girl that you are asking me to return her phone back to her? I already knew that it's because of what was on the phone. So I gave the phone, but he didn't agree. He said they should return the phone because I was being adamant with returning the phone to her. So fast forward to when the kids resumed school. On that Monday, he called me in the afternoon and I said, oyún inú ẹ yẹn, ṣé o mọ̀ pé èmi kọ́ mo lóyún yẹn?
Hey?
I was in tears like, níbo leléyìí ti tún wá? This pregnancy you were with me in the house, a jọ nurture oyún yìí tó fi travel padà ni. Like what do you mean by ìwọ kọ́ lo lóyún inú mi? He repeated it again. I said, okay, no problem. He dropped the call on me. I was calling him the next day. He didn't pick my call. The third day, they called me from my kids' school that he sent somebody to come and pick the kids from school. That's his brother. I was like, I don't understand. Which of his brother did he send? He did not tell me that I sending any brother to school. I now told the woman, I said that, please don't release my children to anybody. That my husband is not in the country and he did not tell me that anybody is coming to pick the kids. And he didn't ask me to take the kids anywhere either. So please, ma, don't release my children to anybody except me. And if their daddy comes, please let me know he's around to pick the kids. So the woman said, okay, no problem, that they are not releasing the person. They didn't even specify who the person was to me as at that time. They just said his brother. So when I got home, I asked my sister that I went to pick my kids from school immediately. So I called my sister and I said, nǹkan báyìí ni mo gbọ́ o. My sister said, oh yeah, call your husband immediately because he's not been picking my calls all along. So I called him. He said, you called me today. I was like, I've been calling you. You are not picking my call. Did you ask anybody to pick the kids from school? No, I did not ask anybody to carry my children from school. Did you release them? I said, no, why will I release them? Because you didn't ask me to give the children to anybody. I didn't ask anybody to pick them. Don't send anybody. Look at me. Mi ò rán yàn lọ sí school wọn. Mo wà ní talking bí báyìí ó tún gbé sí video call. Kékeré òun. Mo dẹ̀ ní pé, okay, I felt rest assured as at that time. The second day I took the kids to school on Thursday. Around 11-12, my husband, after the kids had gone to school, I was the one alone at home. He just strode in from nowhere. I was even shocked to see him that. Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? He just came. He did not even tell me you were coming. He just went straight upstairs to the room. He went to where the kids' passports were, picked the kids' passport. He picked some of the documents of the house, picked some of his clothes. He was coming downstairs. I went to meet him. I said, kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Where are you going? He was like, I should stay out of his way. I was like, So, I mean, because I know he's a violent person and I was pregnant, I just stayed out of his way because I don't want wahala. I was looking at him going. He went to give that back to one of his staff. I saw him going. I asked him.
Did you see him take the passport?
Yes. He took them from the bag where we used to keep them in the wardrobe. I asked him, where is he taking the passports to?
Okay.
And he said that he's not taking it anywhere. He's not doing anything with it. That can't he take his kid's passport to do something? I said, okay. And he said I should just excuse him for a while. And I left him because I didn't want to have any back and forth with him. And he's violent. So I stayed away from him. Because he was looking like he was raging when he was there. So he left the house and he zoomed off. Immediately he zoomed off. I called the school and I told them that I just saw my husband come to them and he took the kid's passport. Please, if he's there, don't allow him take the children away. Let me come first before he's able to take them away. So when I called the school, I took my car key and I tried to step out of the house. On getting to our estate gate, they locked the estate gate on me. I was not like, what was happening? Please, can you open the gate for me? They said, no, there is order from above. I said, which kind of order from above is that?
Your estate gate, the one you
Yes,
live in.
yes, Unity Homes, Thomas Estate Gates. That was what they did. The security there, they were like, no, this is an order from above that I cannot go anywhere. I came down from the car again. That let me use my leg to walk through the walkway, even if I cannot drive her. They blocked me from there again. They said no, there is another from above that they said I should not go out of the estate. I said, are you serious? That am I a criminal? That's the moment I started yelling. Because I was shouting because they started calling me from my kids' school that my husband is fighting them, is raging, is this, is that, is not allowing them, that they try to cajole him, they try to like tell him that he should calm down, that he was telling them that he will sue them. And I was angry that day, honestly, because this thing made me so they don't know me in that estate for anything. I just go my own way. Nobody knows me for anything. They started seeing me rage and talk and shout at the estate gate because I was rushing to go and get my kids. That if I was able to get there
Before
before
him.
him, like not even before him, at least let me capture him there.
Okay.
It would have been a big thing that he won't be able to go away with the kids. That was what I was like, let me go, because they were calling me back to back from the school that they tried their best to stop him, but they were unable to stop him because it was a fight, that he even went to drag the other one from the class and he zoomed off. That he even stepped on the staff, one of them, with his car, and he zoomed off. I was like, that they should please look for my children. No, I was shouting on when I was able to go out of the SC. Before I got there, he had gone, he had left. So I started calling him. He didn't pick his call. I now called him and asked him, okay, where are you taking my children to? He said, you better not escalate this issue and be calm. That I'm going to talk to you. We'll talk about this issue. I said, this is not about talking. Where are you taking these children to? What is the problem? Why are you taking my kids without my consent? You just lied to me now that you are not going to the kids' school, and then you went to their school and you took them away. What is the point of this thing that you are trying to do? So when he didn't talk to me anymore, I went to the police station. My elder sister was not like, I should not go to the police station yet, that I should calm down and I should hold on, that ṣe mọ̀ pé family issue ni, àkíntílé ẹjọ́ bọ̀ ká dọ̀rẹ́ kíníkan. I was like, okay. I went back home, but I was still uncomfortable. I kept on calling him. At this point, he didn't even pick my call again. That day, so the next day, I called him that, okay, can I at least talk to my children? Since yesterday, you've taken these children and you refused to even pick my call. Let me talk to them. So the kids spoke to me and they were like, Mommy, when are you coming? Mommy, we are waiting for you. When are you coming? I said, I'm coming, okay? I'm coming. You know the daddy is the one that took you away. As I wanted to talk, like, he just dragged the phone away from the kids. He said, you better watch what you say to them. And that was the end. Since January 11th till date, I've not seen my children. He has not allowed me access to them. He blocked me everywhere, all the old social media.
January
11th,
2025.
2024.
Last year.
Yes. I've not seen them. I called his mom, called his family. All they were just saying is, he said, ká má dá sí, àwọn ò dá sí, kò sí nǹkan táwọn lè ṣe sí, kíníkan. The mom too, same thing she was saying. The dad too, same thing before he passed on last year when I had my child. I think he died a month after I had my baby last year. I was just like, okay, at least, even if you will not bring these children to me, can you at least give me a chance to talk to them? Just talk to my children. I sent Lolade a message on email. He read the message. He said, God punish me. That me, I have no kids with him. That's what he said. I message him every day. On my kid's birthday, I will send him message. He will say, we don't need your birthday wishes. That you have no children with me. I have all those proofs on my phone. Like, it was just so bad till I had that child. When I had the child, I sent him and his family a message that I have had the child. He said, God punish you and that child. That is not mine. I just left it because it's not like as if I know it's not his. Okay, come and do DNA test. You refused. You said, you know that the child is not yours. How can you know? You are learned. It's not like as if you are dumb. You are learned. You are exposed. You know how the law works. Even if you are denying this thing, it's not like you don't have the money to come and do DNA or anything. So I was like, okay. I kept on sending mails. he will still not respond. Sometimes he will respond with abusive words, with curse. Sometimes you just say all sort of things. I was just like, I'm trying my best. So along the line, I started looking for people that could help me. Because when I was pregnant, I was 4 months pregnant when he took these kids away. So it was really, really tough for me to stay without the kids. I found out that he sold the house, even that period again. So
Hmm?
the reason why he was renovating the house all those time when he came home was because he wanted to sell the house.
Oh God, no.
So
The
when
time
I
you had a good relationship.
yes, he was just pretending. I tried all the means I could talk to my kids. I reached out to his mom to help me plead with him to bring the kids, or at least to allow me access to those children so that I can at least have a relationship with them. He did not listen. My family members called the mom, called him, called everybody they could. The mom did not pick my mom's call. The dad did not pick my mom's call. All of them were just like as if they all planned it together. They were not acting like they don't know about it. So I what I did was, okay, later on when I saw that I've tried all my best, I went to the Lagos State Domestic Violence and
Okay.
Child. I went there to report the case after I had put to bed, because all the while I was pregnant, my families were like, she needs to náà, tó bá ti bímọ náà, kó má lọ lose oyún yẹn, kó má lọ lose ara ẹ̀ náà, she needs to náà. I was just like, no, I want my children. I want my children. I just want my children. That if I don't see my children, how can I even live without them? This thing is too much for me. Otutale momilori, you made rendered me homeless. I didn't know that the purpose for renovation was for him to sell it. He just told me that he's tired of the way the house looks. He just wants us to renovate the house and give the house a new look. So I and my husband, we gathered together to like do the whole house thing,
Renovation.
renovation, because I'm an interior designer.
Oh,
So
yes.
I was able to bring one or two together. I also spent money, spent time, energy, and everything. We both did to the house together. So I didn't know that he was planning to sell the house. And after we finished all the whole stuff, he even came to tell me thank you, pray for me, and say, God will beautify you and all that. I didn't know anything. Innocent me was just thinking that he was doing it for the kids' sake and for because he's coming back to stay
Back to stay
home.
home.
That was the reason why he did that. So when he took the kids away, I was in the house for like 2 weeks before after he took the kids away. So while I was in the house, there was a day he called somebody on the phone and mistakenly added me to that call. So he said something to that person and he said, ṣé torí pé òun ní girlfriend, èmi wá rí pé èmi lé girl náà lọ, kíníkan kíníkan, pé kò sóbìnrin tóun máa ní, tóun ò ní sọ fún pé òun níyàwó òun lọ́mọ, kíníkan pé òun á ba tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kò ní ní nǹkan kan. He was talking to me, to that person, about me and telling that person pé màá bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kò ní ní nǹkan kan. So when I heard that, I told my sister that, I think this is high time for me to leave this house, because if somebody is saying òun á bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ ò ní ní nǹkan kan, is it that kó jẹ́ kó fẹ́ pa ẹ́ àbí kó fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan tí ó ju pípa yẹn lọ or something. So I told her, I said, ẹ jẹ́ kí n kó ẹrù mi kúrò, ó ṣàtìkọ́ ọmọ mi lọ pé tí bá dé tà máa lọ máa fight fún the remaining thing. That it's not like I'm leaving the house, but let me at least take all my market, all my stuffs away, my clothes, my own personal stuffs that are there, go and keep it somewhere. I will stay in the house, and then if there's anything coming for me, I will know that, okay, my own stuffs are not there, or bóyá mo lè jáde lọ́jọ́ kan kókò tí lè pa.
So, were you suspecting he had sold the house at that time?
No,
Okay.
I wasn't suspecting he sold the house at that time. I all I knew was he just renovated the house. It was after he said what he said,
Okay.
that màá bá tiẹ̀ jẹ́ kò ní ní nǹkan kan. That was when I started thinking it, that it's possible that it has something to do with this house. That if I leave the house one day, it's possible he will just change all the locks of the house. And I won't, because I didn't know where he was as at that time, because he blocked me everywhere, so I couldn't reach him. So when I took all my stuffs out of the house, my sister, I had some little complications, so we got to the hospital, and my sister was like, o lè dá dúró sínú ilé yìí o, pé bóyá kó tẹ̀lé mi lọ sí ọ̀dọ̀ ti tèmi, tó bá ti kúrò lọ hospital kó lè wà, at least for now, kó ṣì wà lọ́dọ̀ mi, kó ṣì wà okay. So 2 days I spent in my sister's place. I just came back home. and found out that he had changed all the locks. But luckily for me, I had moved most of my stuffs away from the house to keep in some people's places at that time. So Timoshe Dele in Kotimoro exactly is what he did. He changed the lock of the house. I was trying to open it, so I called the police station that I went to in Alausa. They said that, are we married legally? I said yes. They said, okay, if you can jack the door open, it's your house. You can enter and do whatever you want to do there. So as I was trying to like open the lock of the house, like to call someone to come and jack it open for me, then someone passed by and said, I don't think it's advisable for you to do this. Maybe you should just go back to the police station. And so I went to the police station. The police officer was telling me it's a family issue. I won't let that see. Kinikon. I was like, that why are you people doing like this? This person literally took my children away. And you people are saying that it's a family issue. So because I prior reached out to DSVA, those ones sent a letter to me that I should give the DPO of that police station I reported to. They didn't do anything about it, even with the letter. They didn't do nothing about it. But all those times I was still pregnant. That was when they now told me that I should calm down till I put to bed. Then when I put to bed, I can now start fighting for these children. Though I've been on the case since that time till now, before they assigned a lawyer to me. So before that time, when I went to the house, that's how he sent me one message again. He unblocked me to send me the message. For your information, this house has been sold since November 2024. You remember we were in the house in November together before he traveled in December. This house has been sold since November. So I just want you to know that we don't have any access to that house or anything in that house anymore, because the lawyer is coming to take possession of the house very soon. That was the message he sent to me.
What about your stuffs?
He had already moved everything out of the house within that 24 hours or 48 hours that I was not in the house. He was monitoring me with people around the house.
As November, you guys were together.
Yes.
You were supposed to be happy at that time.
Yes.
So he sold the house during that time.
Yes. So he said, because he sent me the message. That was what he sent to me, that it has been sold since November. And we were sleeping and waking up on the same bed every day. And I didn't know that me renovating that house and putting all my stress, my blood, my money, my sweat was for him to sell the house. I didn't know that. So when he said that, I told my sister that this was what Lolade sent to me. And my sister was like, what is all this? So I had to leave. I went back to the police station again to tell them that, okay, since he has sold the house, I want to take my stuffs, my kitchen stuffs I use for my catering and all that I would like to go and take them. So someone told me that he moved them to our office. When I got to the office too, it was chaos again. He now started telling those boys in the office to be recording me, that I came to fight in the office, because one of them called me and was rude to me and was telling me, Alpha, where you dey now? You don't know who they talk ni? One of the boys in there. I was not like, are you okay? Do you know who you are talking to that you are calling me to be asking that? Shame me, I don't know who they talk. So I got to the office angrily to go and attack that boy. That, are you talking to me anyhow? Have you seen a mad woman looking for her children before? Have you seen me like this before? That this is when you know that person wey dey find pikin na mad woman. Say you go see person wey dey find him pikin say na mad woman. Say you are joking with me. You are playing with my intelligence. You're asking me who is this, when you know who you are talking to. That is it your God that sent you to me to be calling me, to be asking me that where I dey, who you be. So I was really angry that day and raging and shouting in the office that day, because I was just devastated, because the only thing that was my concern was just my children. Like, I just wanted my children. I was just angry because he took my children away. I was raging and I was everything mad. So I think it was recording my reaction that day. I don't know. I don't know, maybe send someone to do that. So when I left back to the police station, they told me to write the details of things I wanted to pick. I wrote it down. They signed it and they told me to go back to that place to go and pick my stuff. I picked it. So when I went back home, I stayed in my sister's place all along before I was able to gather myself a bit to now get an apartment for me to stay with my unborn child till when I put to bed, and I told him that I put to bed though it was course again. I was like, only God knows when all this will end. Still hoping and waiting that I'll get a response from the DSV for me to file a case against him to get custody of my children. I was working all along till when they assigned me a lawyer from the DSVA. So when they assigned me a lawyer, it took them almost 2 months before the lawyer was even going to reach out to me. Finally, when the lawyer reached out to me this year, the lawyer said that he's going to call me back for us to have a conversation. But before that time in January, this year January, I was looking for the kids' school online to know where it was. I found out that the kids were in Rwanda initially. It took them to Rwanda. So I found out through Google. I was checking the nearest schools in Rwanda. So I was contacting them. The ones that have WhatsApp, I'll message them. The ones that have direct line, I called them internationally to ask about the kids. So I stumbled on one of the schools where my children were. I went to their website. So I saw the pictures of my children in that school where they were having some things they were doing. That was how I found out the school they were going. So when I called the school to explain my predicament to them, the school was like, there's nothing they can do, that I am not the one that brought the kids to school. So I asked them that, can you please let me just talk to my children at least for once? They now said they can't do that because they don't know me and I'm their mom. So when the lady in question that I spoke to called them, I think she reached out to my husband that someone called. So she was like, he has not called me in almost a year. He had to call me to warn me to stay out of my own children's life. Said, she school don't sponsor pé ẹ̀wọ̀n fẹ́ ní pé kémi fóun láyè kóun tán àwọn ọmọ òun, they are his children, they carry his name. I said, do you realize that I carried these children in my womb for 9 months? They are not the one that brought these children, that kept these children in your womb. Ọmọ méjì, they call lọ tó sọ fún mi pé no, I don't have access to my children, I cannot talk to my children, and I've been begging you. I've been begging. It's not like I'm even doing the strongendo. I've been saying, please, I beg you with God's name, let me even talk. They are small children. You took them when one was 3 and one was 5. So I like, okay, let me just talk to them. The school now said, okay. The next day when I called the school, they didn't pick. So the Thursday, I called the woman again that, can you please, now that I know that this is their school, can you please just do a video for me? Let me see these children. So the woman said she was actually going to their class that morning to do a video for me. And she found out that they've not come to school since that Tuesday. He had moved them again from that school immediately, that they didn't come to that school again. So he went to, just because he doesn't want me to have access to these children, he kept on moving them from one place to another. So immediately he carried the children. He said she has not seen them again.
From Rwanda.
Same Rwanda to another school. Not same Rwanda. They are still in Rwanda. So the lady said she doesn't have anything she can do that, except if I reach out to authorities that can help me, or probably I should take it legally. That was the advice the woman gave me. So after that time that he called me, he didn't reach out to me again. He blocked me again immediately. Just because I was able to find that school was the only reason why he called me to stay away again for my own children. And was still threatening me on top of it. Now, I was lucky that the lawyer now had to call me to come afterwards, that I should come and have a meeting with him. So when the lawyer called me, the lawyer said that I should file for a divorce, but that's the only way I can get custody of my children. So I told the DSVA that this lawyer is asking me to file for divorce, that's not the bone of contention. So they told him that they asked you to file a petition to the embassy where those children are and take this petition to court for them to summon him to bring the kids back. That's what we ask you to do. This lawyer still did not do that same thing. This lawyer reached out to Lolade behind my back. Lolade now explained his side of the story. Of course, men, they will always want to support their own. He reached out to Lolade. Now this lawyer didn't reach out to me. 3 weeks again, I waited for him to call me again. He called me later and said that okay, he had a conversation with Lolade and he has come to an agreement that uh that we can am I open for mediation with Lolade? I said yes, I'm open for mediation. He said, can you go to Rwanda to be seeing the kids? I said, see, it's not that I cannot go to Rwanda, but who is going to foot the bills to go to Rwanda? Because paying flight ticket is not small money. And number one, I am not the one who took these kids out of the country. It was Lolade that did. So I cannot be paying money for something that I did not do. So the lawyer was like, am I open? I said I'm open, but except if I'm not the one that will be footing the bills. He said, okay, that he has told Lolade to buy a phone for the kids because what he said was he doesn't want to have anything to do with me. Because he was claiming that I cheated and the child I carried is not his. Now the lawyer said that we are going to have a DNA again on that baby's case. But am I open to go to Rwanda and then can I be talking to the kids? Like from now, we should start talking to the kids that he wants to reintroduce me to my own children's life. As I felt bad because of that word, reintroduce a mother to her own children. Why do you want to reintroduce me to the children I have nurtured? This Lolade, you are not even always around. It's me that is always with these children at home. Oh, kì í sí ilé, ṣebí o máa ń travel ni. Tó bá spend the time pẹ̀lú ara kò ju except tá bá jọ travel padà nìkan náà ni. O spend ju 2 weeks 3 weeks lọ wà tún ti padà lọ. You spend most of your time out of the country. So why are you using, even if I cheated that you said and I didn't do it, why must it be my children suffering for that? Why do you have to take my children away from me for something that I did if you claim that I did something? Why are you using my children to taunt me? Because I know that there's nothing he's doing more than using those children to taunt me. That's the only thing he's doing. And I just want my children back. That's all I've been asking from him. If you don't want the relationship again, leave the marriage. Give me my children and stay away from me. And I'll stay away from you too. I just want my children. That's all I've been crying for. That's all I've been begging for. Now, this lawyer that you claim that I should go and meet, the lawyer is telling me that I'm the one making the case difficult, where you are supposed to be on my side. You are now looking like you are being on somebody that is the aggressor, somebody that you are supposed to be filing a petition against. You are making it look like you are on his side when the lawyer was supposed to be on my own side. So I told the lawyer that if you know that you cannot work or in my favor, I think it's better we just go to court. So I reported the case back to the DSVA that assigned the lawyer to me. So they said that they are going to call him. So they called him and then they told him that this is what we asked you to do. Why are you deviating from the initial plan? They said if he cannot handle it, they will take the case away from him and give to another lawyer. So the lawyer was like, okay. Later, it was few days to my older son's birthday. So I reached out to the lawyer that please, in June, can you please talk to Lawyer that let me even wish my son a happy birthday. That was where the lawyer broke the news to me that I'm sorry, I won't be able to do that because I'm not more taking your case. I've dropped your case. I was like, okay, no problem. But can I ask why you dropped my case? He said, because in his own firm, this is how he goes about things and they are trying to impose another way of doing things to him. I was like, okay, if you say so. And he ended. So the woman in the DSVA said they will assign me a new lawyer to take up my case. And that's what I've been waiting for all along. At the same time, when the waiting was too long and then my children's life is in danger where they are, I don't want my children to be raised by a father that does not have any empathy in him, doesn't have any emotional balance, is violent. The families they have low moral. They don't have any moral standards at all. And these things, I didn't see them until later on. I started seeing and noticing these things until later on. But I just tried to stay in the marriage because I thought like staying is going to make things work out and everything. But I think I made the wrong choice by staying. I don't know. But I just want my children. That's all I want. I don't want the marriage. I don't want anything to do with Lolade. I'm not fighting for the marriage anymore since he doesn't want it to. So let me just have my children and I just want them. They are not safe. They're not even looking okay. The last time I saw their picture, my son's eyes was bulging out. He wasn't looking like that when he was with me.
They're not feeding fine. They're not looking well because he's just tossing them all around. And he's not even available for these children. He now has a new girlfriend that is flying up and down with. Where is he? Where did he put these children? When he was flying around with that girl, where were the children? Who did he leave them with?
With another person now.
Now, not even the other one. Now he's with another person now. And he's leaving my children to danger. These children can be exposed to a lot of things.
Is he also in Rwanda now?
He's there.
He left Turkey already.
Yes.
Okay. From the DSVA, what has been done now?
The only thing that has been done is that lawyer that reached out to him, and since he dropped the case, we are still waiting on another lawyer to take it pro bono.
Okay.
But at this point, I don't think pro bono lawyer can help because they keep compromising those lawyers.
Okay. Before I ask you the exact thing that you want, I'm trying as much as possible not to make this a gender thing. So, not because the lawyer is a man, because you are a woman, I'm a woman, this person is a woman. No, every parent should look into this. Yes. Nobody, no woman, no mother wants another person to raise their children, no reasonable woman to raise their children while they are still alive, especially when you don't even have access to them. Now we're not even talking about the marriage anymore. I know there are organizations that would look into this, and by God's grace, there will be solution. But what I want to ask you is, do you think you did anything that made him suspect something? Of course, there has been issues, and when there are issues in a marriage, different things will start popping out here and there.
Sure.
Do you think you have done one or two things that made him think you cheated on him, or that made him think your last baby was not his?
I don't think I did anything.
Nothing at all?
I don't think so.
You're sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
You're open to DNA?
Yes, I have been open to DNA.
Other children?
Of course, I am open to DNA.
Okay. What have you learned from your story? What do you think you should have done better? Or what have you learned?
Okay, I would say I learned that I should have taken more of my time before I should have. I think the red flags are very important. When you see them, you don't ignore them, because they show. And when they show, it might not be directly at you, but to other people outside. And these red flags usually shows outside, but you ignore them because it's not directly at you. That was what I think I learned. And then I saw it from his family, especially from his father, what the father did to his mom. And now he's taking over what his father did to his mom again. And it's becoming a generational pattern. And I don't want that kind of pattern to repeat itself on my children. And that mistake that I made is one thing I want people to always do. Background check. Always check the background of the family you want to marry into before you marry into them. Because that background check was something I missed out on. Or probably I didn't miss out on it. It's just because they covered it enough for me not to see it. But I wish I did more thorough check before I stepped into that marriage. I thought the father was just the father and the son was a different person. I should have known that this thing was going to be a trauma on the child as well. And was going to take a toll on him too. And now it's even worse than what his father did.
Do you think, aside that, do you think there is something else you could have done or you should have done better on your own part?
Yes.
Like what?
I shouldn't have kept quiet for too long. I kept too much to myself. So now that I'm trying to speak out,
it's looking like people are like, hey, what did you do to like I wasn't carrying people along, especially my family. I kept to myself a lot. I didn't say a lot to my family, and he used it against me because he knew that I wasn't the kind of person that speaks about my ordeals to people a lot.
Okay. Yes, I get that. What do you want now? What do you want? At what point did you decide to speak out? And what exactly are you expecting now?
Okay, at the point when
Please, I need you to speak up more.
Okay, at the point when I decided to speak out was when I got a lawyer, and the lawyer dropped my case. And I knew that the more I do that, the more they compromise or sabotage my effort. So I didn't want a situation where I'll keep fighting and I'll not get what I want from it. So I had to come out to the world to speak out so that I can get help from every corners, from everywhere possible. So when I speak out to the world, even they themselves, they won't have that power, that much power that they think they've been using against me. And this fight is not just for me, it's for my children. I'm fighting this fight for my children. I want my children back. I want to raise my children right. I want my children to have stability. I don't want them to go through any trauma in their lives. Every organization that are involved in this case, because one of my children is an American citizen. The American embassy, Rwandan embassy, the UNICEF, the whatever organization, NIDCOM, whatever places they can help with, Nigerian Bar Association, everybody that can come to my aid, because I'm looking for a way that they can penetrate through every organization where he is, so that he won't be able to run off again with the children to another country. So if they are able to capture him with every top organizations wherever he is, the embassy, NIDCOM, Nigerian Bar Association, DSVA, they've been working on it before, but I need them to come out more to please help me, because these children, they need you. The world needs to help me with my children. I need to raise my children right. I need them to be with me. I am their mother. I am well. I'm alive. I'm okay. There's nothing wrong with me. Please, I need help to raise these children right. I need you people to come to my aid, please.
Okay, Miss Morenike.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm so sorry for all that you have gone through.
Thank you.
I know how emotionally draining that could have been for you. I can. I'm not there. I'm not you, but I can feel your pain as a mother, as a woman, as a parent. I'm not judging you, and I'm not going to judge your husband.
Sure.
Sometimes when it comes to marriage, on this show, we don't judge people and we don't cast blame on a particular person. Now, I'm not going to say your husband is right or wrong, is good or is not, because I wasn't in your marriage. Sometimes when woman talks, when the man says his parts, they are usually different.
Yes.
Do you understand? Everybody will say their own part. Whatever they want you to hear, that's what they say. That's what they will tell you. So I'm not going to judge your husband, and I'm not judging your husband's family as well.
Sure.
I'm not saying, mommy, we're not saying you are bad. We're not saying you didn't do well enough. Your siblings, we're not blaming anybody. The only thing we're saying is that your children should not be taken away from you without your consent, regardless. So, Mr. Lolade, I don't know what his surname is. This show is not to blame you. I'm not saying you are a bad person, but we are pleading with you. Please, let us see our children. Wherever you are, I know you are a good father. We know you are a good person. We're not blaming you. We're not judging you. But please, we are begging you, in the name of God, please bring these children back. We are also calling on every organization that can help with this. We're seeking for help on this case from NIDCOM, from our mommy, Honorable Abike Dabiri, from UNICEF, NAPTIC, from Nigerian Bar Association, Lagos State Domestic Violence, DSVA. I know DSVA is a very active, they are very solid, they are not biased, and I know they work very hard. We'll need you on this. I know what it is for a woman to be going through what she is going through. The first time I saw a video, I literally wept. She wasn't the one that even reached out to me. It was somebody else who reached out to me and said, please, there's a woman, there's this. And I said, let her reach out, before we got to call her, talk to her about this, that she wanted to come here. Please, I'm begging you. I'm begging Nigerian in diaspora. You said the first child is an American citizen, American embassy. But before this is escalated, please, Mr. Alalade, Mr. Ololade Alalade, we're not blaming you. We're just begging you. We know there has been issues. We know you can confirm the DNA of your children. You know they are children as well. So please, you are the father. You have every right to take care of your children. But please, do not take them away from their mother. It's painful. It's not a very good experience. No woman should go through this. Even if you are angry, you have been angry for too long, please let her have them. Let her see them. So let there be a mediation. Let's talk about this thing. Please, I'm begging you. So whoever that wants to help us with this case, we are calling on you. We need the Nigerian government to interfere. We don't want this escalated to this much, but is already out there. So please, we need you to come through and let's talk about this. Okay? I pray that there'll be solution after this. Ma'am, once again, I'm sorry for all that you have gone through.
Thank you so much.
Don't worry. By God's grace, I pray that God will touch his heart, Mr. Lalade's heart, his family members, your family member, as all of you can come together and reach an agreement on this.
Amen. Thank you so much.
It's going to come out well.
Thank you so much. Yes.
We don't have any power. I can't do anything.
Yes.
But
thank you.
I know that I'm putting it in God's hands, and I'm putting it in the hands of the good Nigerian people, Nigerians in Nigeria, Nigerians in diaspora, the American embassies, and everybody that can come through for you on this.
You.
It's not to get Mr. Lalade angry the more. It's just so that there will be peace, there will be solidarity, there will be sanity, especially because of those children.
Yes.
They need their mother in their lives. So please help us with this, okay?
Thank you so much,
Miss Morenike, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you so much, ma.
Thank you for... I hope you're a bit relieved talking out the more.
Yes,
and I pray that God will comfort you.
Amen.
On all sides.
Thank you so much.
All that you need, God will do and beyond that for you.
Amen.
All right.
Thank you so
for
much.
coming on the show. This little cash gift is for you.
Thank you so much, ma. Thank you.
Then this also is for you. Thank you. To say thank you. We love you.
Thank you so much.
We know you're going through a lot right now.
Yes, thank you
but
so much.
don't worry, very soon there will be solution.
Amen.
You're going to smile again. You're going to
Amen.
be
Hopefully.
genuinely happy.
Amen.
By God's grace.
Thank you so
I'm
much.
sure that mothers out there too are praying with you, praying along with you. And then we can't wait to see you smile. We can't wait to see you happy. I hope you don't mind. I just want to give you a hug because I know that this must have been a lot. Don't worry. God is with you. God will give you joy. God will make you happy. The worst is over, okay? And your best days are ahead of you by God's grace. Okay? All right. Can sit. Let me. All right, guys. I'll be living here. I'm sure you have picked one thing or the other. Sometimes all you need to do is just speak up at the right time.
Yes.
Yes, we know it's a marriage, it's for two people. But then remember, marriage is a family thing as well. If you have people that you need to carry along in your family, please carry them along on time. If you need to speak out, you need to speak to someone, please do before it's too late. Maybe if she had taken actions from time, maybe, take the children's passports away from where they were kept at that time, you could resolve it by talking about it. Maybe it wouldn't have been that easy. And then he left, you still kept quiet for a long time. And here we are today. After a year and a half, you're running around. So please, if you are in that shoes, marriage can be so complicating. It can be so complicated. It can be anything. You can't say what that person is feeling until you are in it. You are in it, you can't say. You can't say the exact thing that the person is going through. But I know that there are people out there who will feel your pain. My heart is actually, I am in pain. I'm feeling it like it's me, but I know that God will come through for you.
Amen.
Guys,
Amen.
I spoke too much today. I have to go. This is where I'll be saying goodbye. We'll be expecting your feedbacks. Please join us. Join me in this. Let's do this together. All right?
Yes.
I am Dr. Abiola Adebayo. Please, if you are here to see my movie, Iroto Jomi, just go on my page. Check it out. It's a good movie. You're going to learn from it. Please watch. Tell a friend about it. Tell your family members. Share with people that you genuinely love, because yes, they are going to learn from it. Okay? Till I come your way next week on the same channel, do not forget, in whatever thing you're doing, put God first. Be determined and stay focused. Please make sure you put a smile on someone's face. It just goes a long way. I'll see you. Till then, be sure that God loves you more than the devil hates you. I love you. Bye.
Talk to be, share your experience.